Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving deep into Jordan Peterson's huge bestseller, 12 Rules for Life, An Antidote to Chaos. We're going to break down the core principles and give you a really clear, straightforward explainer. All right, let's get right into it. So, the whole foundation for these rules really kicks off with one big idea. Life is hard. I mean, it's just inherently difficult, right? It's messy, it's chaotic, it's full of suffering and challenges. These rules, they aren't about trying to escape that reality. Not at all. They're about finding the strength and the structure you need to face it head on. To make sense of everything, we've grouped the 12 rules into three main themes. First up, we're going to look at how to master your own internal world, your mindset. Then, we'll get into the principles for dealing with other people. And finally, we'll tackle the really big ideas, how to face existence itself. Okay, our first section is all about getting your own head straight. These are the rules that focus on how you see yourself and how to take responsibility for your own life before you even think about looking outward. Rule number one is stand up straight with your shoulders back. Now, as you can see here, this is way more than just your mom telling you to fix your posture. It's symbolic. The idea is that a slouched posture kind of signals defeat. But a confident stance, shoulders back, well, that's like a declaration to yourself and to the world that you're ready for whatever's coming. It creates this powerful feedback loop that can actually change how you feel. Next up, rule two, treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping. I mean, think about it for a second. We're so quick to help a friend in need or take perfect care of our pets, but when it comes to ourselves, we often drop the ball. This rule is a call to action. Apply that same compassion, that same discipline to your own well-being. It's a simple but really profound idea. You are worth taking care of. And you know, that sense of self-worth leads perfectly into rule three, make friends with people who want the best for you. This slide just lays it out so clearly. Are you surrounding yourself with allies, people who cheer you on and push you to be better? Or are you hanging around liabilities who maybe make fun of your ambitions and just pull you down? The people you choose, man, they have a huge impact on where you're headed in life. And now for rule four, which is such a powerful antidote to our modern world of endless comparison. The only benchmark for your progress that actually matters is you. It's all about focusing on your own path, taking it one step at a time, and just asking, hey, am I a little bit better today than I was yesterday? That's the only game worth playing. All right, let's move into our second section and see how all this builds. So now we're looking outward at the rules that guide how we should interact with other people and with society in general. So Rule 5 is framed around parenting, but honestly, the lesson here is much broader. It argues that a parent's job isn't just to be a friend, but to shape children into responsible, well-adjusted adults that other people actually want to be around. This isn't about being mean or overly strict. It's about providing clear boundaries and compassionate discipline. That's what helps a child navigate the social world, and it's what lets you build a real, loving relationship with them. And from our own home to the wider world, we hit Rule 6. This is that famous set your house in perfect order idea, or, clean your room. But it's so much deeper than just tidying up. The point is to stop criticizing the world for its problems until you've dealt with the chaos in your own life first. Your habits, your relationships, your responsibilities. Once you restore order in your own little world, then you can engage with the bigger world from a place of wisdom, not just bitterness. Rule 8 gives us a core principle for just dealing with reality itself. Tell the truth, or at least don't lie. The idea here is that lies, even the little white lies we tell ourselves, they warp our perception of the world. They weaken our character over time. Living truthfully, well, it's often harder in the moment, for sure, but it builds your life on a solid foundation. It aligns what you do with the reality you actually want to create. Okay, rules 9 and 10 are like the 1-2 punch for effective communication. Rule 9 is simple. Listen. And I mean really listen, with the assumption that the other person might know something you don't. That changes a conversation from a battle into an opportunity to learn. Then Rule 10 kicks in when it's your turn to speak. Be precise. You see, vague feelings like I'm stressed are just a fog. You can't fight a fog. But precise language, like I'm overwhelmed by my deadlines, well, that defines the dragon. And once you've defined the dragon, you can actually figure out how to fight it. All right, for our last section, we're zooming way out to tackle the biggest questions of all. These rules are about confronting the fundamental nature of being alive, suffering, meaning, and that delicate balance of it all. Rule 7 presents us with this really fundamental choice. Pursue what is meaningful, not what is expedient. As you see here, the expedient path is all about short-term comfort. It's the easy lie, the shortcut, the thing that feels good right now. But the meaningful path, that requires sacrifice. It requires facing difficult things for a greater purpose. At the end of the day, it's the difference between a life of convenience and a life of true substance. Rule 11 might sound a little weird at first, right? But it's this powerful metaphor about resilience. Skateboarding is risky. Kids are going to fall. But by facing that manageable danger, they build competence, they build courage. So the rule is really a warning against overprotection. It argues that we all need to embrace challenges and take some risks if we ever hope to become stronger. And that brings us to the final rule, which starts with this incredibly stark and unavoidable truth. Rule 12 acknowledges that suffering, it's just a guaranteed part of being human. There is absolutely no escaping it. But right after hitting you with that harsh reality, the rule gives you the antidote. Pet a cat when you encounter one on the street. What does that mean? It means that even when you're in the middle of all life's chaos and pain, there are these small, simple moments of grace and beauty. The real key is just to be open enough to notice them. And that awareness, that simple act, that can be a profound source of hope. So there you have it. A quick tour through the 12 rules for life, with each one being a different kind of tool to help you confront chaos. Now, the final question really comes back to you. When you look at your own life, right now, which one of these rules hits home the hardest? Which one would you choose to start with today?